What makes America great is its people, the creativity of its people. If you look at people like Bill Gates, Larry Ellison, people who've created the third industrial revolution, and Larry Page and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, people who are right now creating the fourth industrial revolution. Oprah Winfrey, who is a powerhouse of an influencer in culture all around the world. Now, these people didn't create the change that they did by going along with the status quo. They asked, why does anything need to be the way it is? And they asked again, why not make it better? And that's what Citizen App is for. It's for the explorers, entrepreneurs, the human rights activists, the people who aren't afraid to take action and stand up for the right thing, to create environments that we don't have to fit in because the environment is made for our needs right now with the technologies that we have access to right now. If you look around you, a lot of the things that you see are things that have been designed in the 60s, 70s, and our legal frameworks, our governmental frameworks are all the way from 200 years ago. Some of these need upgrading, right? And Citizen App is able to connect people around this country to help them communicate with each other and explore the ways, interventions that actually work. Now, it's based on three aspects. First, it enables everyone to track their biomarkers, their heart rate variability, their blood pressure, and various other markers that enable everyone to take a good picture, or a holistic, systemic picture of how their body is doing. Usually we have emotions that give us these messages, but today a lot of us are very distant from our emotions, and until we connect to those in a more intuitive way, we need the tools that Citizen App provides to measure and objectively get a sense of what's going on in our bodies. Now, second, the app enables everyone to be able to measure their environment, the pollution levels, the sound levels, and the impact those are having on their well-being. So the connection, communication between the environment and the body. And third, it helps every individual connect with each other, and especially it helps everyday citizens connect with specialists, experts, and scientists, governments, and decision makers, so that we can create the change that we see we need in our lives. For example, imagine a community getting together with a scientist to create a study and evaluating the impact of the vaccine and the COVID disease itself on their community, then being able to contrast this, compare this to another community that also implemented a similar study. Right now, we don't have these sorts of very localized studies, although we have the manpower, we have the interest, and we have a lot of benefit to gain from something like this. Or imagine being able to track your biomarkers and going to the doctor with a month's worth of tracked information and awareness of how your rhythms change, how your physical well-being changes after various interventions with various providers, when you go to a different environment, where after you go exercising and doing various other activities. So you'll know objectively what is helping you and what's hurting you. You can use this information in many ways. You can use the environmental information when you're buying a house, for example. You can create new tools and technologies with, experts, designers and product designers, developers, producers, and make life better for yourself. Now imagine just a fraction of the 300+ million people in this country using this app to make their environment, their life qualities better. We would all benefit. I would personally have cell phone chargers in every public space in the country, because 96% of us are using cell phones, and I can bet that people out there are running out of charge and getting frustrated because of that. Now, wouldn't that be a good thing? Yes, it might not be the greatest invention of all time, but it would be a relief for some people some of the time, and that's all we need, because relief, love accumulates just like pain and frustration does. And the more we can reduce stress and frustration and pain in our lives, the healthier we get. There's a science behind this. Our stress response system is directly connected to our immune system, and it lowers our ability to defend ourselves against viruses like COVID-19 and other diseases. That's why we get sick after a long period of stress exposure, for example. So, Citizen app is a simple app of communication, connection, that can change the world and make life better for everyone. If you're tired of waiting for someone else to create that change that doesn't seem to come, join us. Become part of the change and take part in creating that change together. We have space. We're hiring in all sorts of departments, from advertising to mental health advocacy and environmental legal ambassadors, advocates. So come, connect with us, and let's join forces. Let's join forces to make life better for everyone.